A month ago, we profiled a Waukesha County woman honored for completing 10,000 hours of volunteer service maintaining Wisconsin's Ice Age Trail. This morning, we highlight another woman who's being recognized nationally for a nearly 18,000-mile feat that started in California and ended along the Ice Age Trail. Michael Schlesinger introduces us to this trailblazer.
Arlette Lon believes she's hiker trash, and when she defines the meaning, it makes a lot of sense, at least to me.
Just means that you hike a lot, and that's kind of like a huge part of your life. Hiker trash.
She also goes by Apple Pie, named after her Dutch heritage. Plus, she loves the food.
Trail, roadwalk.
Hiking is something this 50-year-old from Massachusetts has done since her teens.
You're outside and living life out to the fullest in a way where you're just free and you're able to enjoy what's going on outside.
In July, Lon accomplished an amazing feat with her feet. She was the first female to hike all 11 National Scenic Trails, wrapping it all up with Wisconsin's Ice Age Trail. Of course, blogging and other social media platforms were like guides to her, not to mention her 2 monkey beanie babies. I can't keep up. She completed her mission in Sturgeon Bay, but I caught up with her a little earlier when she was hiking along with her husband Rich in the Hartford Marsh area.
The exploration part of for me is very important too. Like, you get to see new things all the time. So I like to do new trails. I don't like to repeat too much.
So I'm told her backpack weighs some 25 to 30 pounds. Think of it like 4 gallons of water, maybe holding 9 bags of sugar. Regardless, she does this every single day.
My sleeping bag, sleeping pad, there's a small inflatable one in there too. I have a tiny little pillow too, it's an inflatable pillow, a luxury item. Umbrella for these sunny road walks or when it's a heavy rain.
Speaking of rain, she says weather alone can make such a challenge. Cold and wet are the worst conditions.
Wet snow or in freezing rain. Because it's okay if you get wet if it's warm enough, but if you're like around like 50, 40, where it's kind of dangerous to be wet, that's probably the worst.
How are your feet?
They're pretty good. Yeah, I still have all my toenails.
She mentioned she had horrible heel pain or plantar fasciitis last year, but she knows wearing the right footwear is crucial, and believe it or not, we're not talking about hiking boots either.
They're heavy, they're stiff. They're warm, so they're good for winter. I have some for winter, but for summer, they're usually too hot. If your ankles are strong and your feet are strong, you don't really need all of that.
Instead, she wears special sandals or even some running shoes. She says these give her more flexibility on her 20-mile daily hikes. Do you have a Fitbit?
I don't. How many steps? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. That'd be crazy.
What's not so crazy is the length she'll go to keep her passion alive. But she tells me she does it the smart way and not just to earn some kind of record either.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself and on your body. Pace yourself. And that's what any hiker, like, I always say, don't push too hard and prevent injury, because that's better than trying to heal up from injury.
This hiker says the hundreds of miles of the Ice Age Trail had its issues, including lots of mud in the North Woods. And then there were the ticks and mosquitoes. Snakes, too.
Every time I see a snake, I'm like, ah! It's that primitive response.
As far as the future, she contends she'll continue to be a guide for those hiking the White Mountains in New England. She also stresses she has a lot more exploring to do herself. In her opinion, this is what life's all about.
And then there's the new exploration part where you're discovering new things around the bend. So that to me keeps it interesting.